Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Carla for those of you who are new, which is probably everybody. It is currently Monday afternoon and I just finished my work day and I thought we could do a few days in my life. Probably the work week, maybe a Monday to Friday, maybe a Monday to Sunday, I have no idea. I just made myself a little latte and I have a snack. These rice cracker things are so good. So yeah, originally it was going to be staying healthy in a busy work week. So I think I will still kind of focus on the things that I do to stay healthy during the week, whether that's mental health, physical health, whatever. I should mention I have some very specific goals right now. I am on week 9 of a 12-week cut. So that will probably be reflected in my food choices a little bit, but that's just like I went from whole milk to skim milk in my lattes, stuff like that. I mean, everything is balance. I had pierogies for lunch and they were delicious, so don't take me as like a health queen, but I am on a cut. I'm still having 3 meals a day plus a snack. I can't not. I would crumble without those things, but just, smaller portion sizes, subbing out things. I'm just kind of not adding cheese to things. That's a big one, which hurts, but also I'm kind of used to it being as it's week 9 already. Anyway, so I have some very specific goals that I'm going towards, and I don't want to feel like I'm promoting it to other people. Like it took until I became 30 years old to realize that I could do these things in a healthy way. Once Zach has done his work day, we'll probably take the dogs for a park play, I'm thinking, and then walk over to the grocery store and he can wait outside while I pick up some stuff for dinner tonight because I was going to do a big grocery shop, but I don't feel like it. There's road work getting done at the grocery store that I usually go to, and I'm just not willing to deal with that. The thing is, I plan these videos quite a bit ahead of time. I think I've had this concept, wild, a weekly vlog. I've had this specific video planned for about a month, and I had counseling a week ago today. And we kind of came to the realization that I make rules for literally everything in my life, whether they make sense or not. That's a lot of what this is going to be, the rules that I have for myself. And I say balance, but really it's kind of a lack of balance because I already pre-planned the balance. Oh my goodness. So currently it's Monday afternoon. It feels like Monday, so I'm having a second coffee. I think a few vlogs in a row, I was like, oh, I'm trying not to have a second coffee, and if I do, it's decaf. Yeah, I have a second coffee about every other day right now. Anyway, so my current plan for this afternoon is I need to film my wrap up for Wild Eyes for the video that at this point I would have put up last week. I need to film my outro for this and then pick a new prompt because last week for you and currently for me, I'm picking my next read every time out of my prompt jar, which is kind of low key more fun than doing a monthly TBR jar. So I have to film my wrap up for that and take a new book that I'm going to start reading today. So I'm excited to see what that is. And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the video, it was a 5-star. So I'm going to do my 5-star page in my reading journal. I printed off some pictures. I don't know if you want to see them. I usually just do the cover and then 2 photos that I think represent. That is the current plan. Not a whole lot, but mostly enjoying my coffee. So hope you enjoy these few days in my life. I hope I enjoy these few days in my life. That'd be nice. We took the dogs to the park and then I quickly just walked to the grocery store and grabbed a few things so we have enough groceries for the first few days, like I said I would. And then I made Half Baked Harvest's hamburger helper dupe. I probably make that like once a month. It's so good. And now I'm probably just gonna read for the rest of the night, but I thought I would just do a quick check-in so that it's not like intro the video and then peace out. One thing that I'm really bad at in my routine is my nighttime skincare. I often just take my makeup off with micellar water and then don't do a second rinse and then just go to bed. So I'm trying to do better at that because my skin is still not loving me. So for a while I was really diligent and it still wasn't getting that much better. But I'm trying a new micellar water right now. I got the one from Sephora brand, micellar cleansing milk with niacinamide in it. I don't like it as much as the one I was using before. I was just using a plain like Garnier micellar water and I really liked it. And a little bit went a long way, and for this one I find that I need a lot for it to work. Obviously I'm going to use the whole bottle. I've been using it for a few days now. I haven't had any skin problems and no breakouts, so that's good. I'm also been using tubing mascara for like a year and people love taking it off. I hate it. I hate it. I prefer my old mascara, but this one looks really good. So I'm gonna keep using it, obviously. I just bought a new tube like 2 weeks ago. I should put my hair up. I hate this. Do people like doing this? I do not. Comfy clothes incoming. Welcome to the rest of my evening. Lotion. Forgot to lotion my face. Okay, I'm gonna lotion off camera and then welcome to the rest of my evening. I lied yesterday. I did not read all night. Zach and I watched an episode of Taskmaster Australia, and then I read, I think, 2 more chapters in bed before I fell asleep. Now it is 10 after 5. Time for a little full body workout. My split got ruined this week because I was sick on the weekend, so I didn't work out. So I'm kind of shifting everything and removing a workout. And then I'll be back to lower body on Saturday. Day 1 for me is Saturday. I make that at the beginning of my week so that when I'm done my cut program, Saturday is my first day off and I could just like have the weekend. I need creatine and pre-workout. My seal broke. This is blue raspberry from Canadian Protein. I just changed the battery in here and now it is so high powered, it's crazy. Let's go work out. If you watched my trying to perfect my morning routine vlog from a few weeks ago, this will look pretty familiar to you. I often eat breakfast in my office. I love my office. I have no problem with the fact that I work here all day and then spend my free time in here. I think it's cozy. I love being with my books. I start with my bullet journal habit tracker, kind of put some personal tasks for the day in there, and then I fill out my reading journal just for anything that's changed, which most days is just how many pages I read the day before. And have breakfast, watch some YouTube, do some Animal Crossing. I have not kept up with reading the nonfiction. I don't think I've read it since I filmed that vlog. I can only focus on a few things at once, and that's not one of them. So I am comfortable with that, I think. I still wish I did. I also have not been journaling enough, so we'll see if I get to that this week or not. Every Sunday, I've been posting a TikTok for my cut and just kind of following along each week with like little snapshots of what my week looked like for meals and workouts and things. And I forgot to post it on Sunday and now it's Tuesday. So I think I'm gonna do that this morning. Also, I have this zucchini banana bread that I made the other day. It's day 3, so I did toast it in the air fryer a little bit and then put some cashew butter on. Just gonna chill. I might read a little bit this morning because I would like to get that vlog up by Thursday, Friday at the latest. Anyway, I will get on with my morning. For dinner today, one of my favorite easy go-to meals. So I thought I would just tell you because it's pretty easy. I'm just cutting up some chicken, some boneless chicken breasts, draining, rinsing, heating some chickpeas. I'm gonna do it on the stove as well. I usually just heat them up and add some spices. All of this will have seasoning, usually like garlic powder, a little bit of chili powder, some paprika, the usual, salt and pepper, tzatziki, microgreens, and sometimes I cook an onion, but today I'm gonna do some raw red onion in it. Just mix that all up and stick it in a pita, and it's so good. My Diet Coke, I'm gonna put that in a wine glass and get to cooking. It looks pretty unappetizing actually now that I'm looking at it. But what do we think? I think it's delicious. I had an allergic reaction last night. It looks a lot better now, trust me.
What the hell is even that? Oh!
So I will be back in 3 to 5 business days when the swelling goes down. Needless to say, I'm not working today. I am taking Benadryl and napping off and on. You know what? It looks better on camera than it does in the mirror, so that's nice. Okay, I just woke up. Day 3. I have so much stuff to do today. I'm gonna try an ice bath along with ibuprofen and more allergy meds. Okay. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate that. How do we do this? I need a snorkel. If I leave the house, it'll be this afternoon. So I have 6 or 7 more hours for the swelling to go down just a little bit more, and then I'll wear glasses. I think that sitting kind of far away with my glasses on, I look all right quick backstory, I guess. Throughout last summer, I had random like puffy eyes and I thought I was just getting seasonal allergies. And I went to my doctor and he referred me to an allergist, but it was going to take a few months. And I was like, whatever, it's like once a month I just get puffy eyes. And then in September, I had an anaphylactic reaction and now I have EpiPens on me. So that's a long time. Like it's been months. I've been to the allergist twice and they still don't know what it is. So they have referred me to an internal medicine doctor and that could take some time as well. So I'm going to call next week and try to get on a cancellation list. That's what I did for the allergist the first time. If that doesn't work, I'll maybe go back to my GP and ask if he can get me in faster like he did for my allergist the second time. So I've been tested for like 15 things and they're all negative. So I have no idea what it is. Usually when my eyes are that bad, my throat is also quite bad and it just nothing was my throat. It was literally just my eyes. And now it's like, 36 hours later and I'm still like coming down from it. But it's Zach's birthday tomorrow. He is away for work all day today, probably into the evening. Probably won't see him till bedtime. So I have time to like kind of plan by myself and figure it out. But that also means I have to go to town. So I'm going to hold off on going to town as long as I possibly can until I feel like I look like a human. In the meantime, I am going to make a list of everything I want to do today. And I think this will probably be the last day of this video just because it's his birthday tomorrow. I'm going to spend all weekend with him. And because of this, I'm kind of just feeling quite poopy. You know what? Let me write my list and let me kind of try to write it in order. You know, I'm going to write everything, even the fun stuff. How about that? Because I have this problem where I want to do lots of stuff, but I also want to kind of play Breath of the Wild. I'm going to do my Animal Crossing day, and then I'm going to do a quick house tidy, like a 10-second tidy, and some laundry, and then work out. And then I'm going to do hair care. So for me, today, that means oil and rinse, Olaplex knockoff, conditioning treatment, and rinse. And then I'm going to trim my hair. It needs a trim really bad. And then plan for Zach's B-Day, and then go shopping for that. I also have to bring books back to the library this afternoon. I don't think it's going to be too hot for Kelso today, so I can take them whenever. So that will be later. And I'm going to cook for lunch some chicken meatballs. I have ground chicken in the fridge and video games. I never beat video games. I always just restart them a year later after playing for a few weeks. And I have no problem with that. I'm more than happy to restart it. Should I play Hogwarts Legacy instead and actually get farther? Maybe. Maybe I'll do that. I would like to play some video games today. So I'm going to add that to my list. I'm home alone all day. We are adding one more thing to the list for today, and that is baking a cake. Like I said, tomorrow is Zach's birthday. The thing is, I was going to get him a really fun cake. I got candles and stuff to surprise him. He's one of those people who doesn't really like his birthday, and he doesn't really like cakes or desserts. So I was going to bake something elaborate and fun because I enjoy baking. But in my heart of hearts, I know that what he really wants is angel food cake with Cool Whip and strawberries. That's what he wants. I got 2 confetti cakes. I'm not sure what kind of a pan I should use. I only need 1 because 1 fits in a bundt pan or 2 loaf pans. So we're going to use a bundt pan and we're going to bake an Asian food cake. I will say, my throat, I took some allergy meds. It is a little bit swollen, but it has been swollen since 2:30 and now it's 5:30. And I think it's getting better, not worse, but I can tell when I'm talking now. I haven't talked except to like the dogs here and there. So I can tell that when I'm talking now, it is still a little bit swollen. But usually that means I can't swallow or drink water, and I don't have a problem with that. So I'm fine. I'm not going in. There's like no way in heck I'm going in, especially because it's getting better. So whenever I decide to go to bed, I will take some Benadryl, maybe a little bit earlier. That's all I have to say about that. For non-stick pan, heat to 325. Do not grease the pan. Beat cake mix in water in extra large bowl. Bake as directed or until top is dark. 37 to 47 minutes. Do not underbake. Immediately turn upside down onto glass bottle or rest each loaf pan on its side until cake is completely cool. Run knife around edges. Remove from pan. Okay. My bundt pan might be in the garage. 1 1/3 cups water. I'm gonna put this in the cupboard. I don't think he'll see it, because I think that if I bake this cake and then I'll cover it and I put it in the garage fridge, I don't think he's gonna see it. It could be in plain sight and he won't see it. While it's baking, I'm gonna cut up some strawberries. I bought some fresh strawberries. I just broke 2 nails trying to open that. Is this big enough? Holy heck. Maybe I should wrap the other box and give it to him in front of people, and then he'll be like, you didn't want to bake it? And then I'll get him a baked cake. I think that's a great idea. All right. Oh, what did it say? 37 to 47? Oh, moochers over here. What are you waiting for? The sudden realization that like I have to bring the box into the recycling and hide it and wash the dishes I used. But I think I can turn on the dishwasher when I go to bed and then in the morning be like, it's your birthday. Why would you empty the dishwasher? I'm just like now paranoid that he's gonna figure it out and it's like literally just a cake, but it's kind of fun surprising somebody, isn't it? Had to put a baking sheet under it because it did overflow. So Zach will be home in like an hour. So just to make sure everything is done, I am gonna do it now, and then I can make sure everything is hiding that I don't want him to see. By the way, my throat feels much better now. Clear airways. So I'm just gonna wash my hands, and then I'm gonna deal with this monstrosity that I have over on the oven. So I had this just hanging upside down like it says to, and then I'm supposed to clear it with a knife. I should have just tried to home make angel food cake. I just think I probably would have failed at it. And I honestly came up with this while I was at the grocery store. And then I was looking at candles, and I was like, I gotta get him a cake. Yeah, I'm cutting. Cake is not in the plan. But I'm almost thinking to just completely clear this and flatten it. Okay, any extra bits I'll throw in there, which is just gonna be this whole crust. Oh god. This is atrocious. Oh, it's too light and fluffy to cut the whole thing off. Just go for it. Yeah! Okay, that wasn't so bad. Show me.